Hi students, welcome back to the Social Science online class. Today we are going to continue Unit 6 Development of Industries in India. In the last class we have started beginning of modern industries. So in that detail our first main point is plantation industries. Okay, so the plantation industry was the first to attract the Europeans. So Europeans liked our spicy products, our spicy items. Okay, so they attracted. So the plantation industry could provide jobs in large scale, and in reality it could meet the increasing demands for tea, coffee and indigo by the British society. So indigo means the dye format product. Okay, so that food, the plantation industry was started so early. Okay, so the Assam Tea Company was founded in 1839. So at the same time coffee plantation also started, and the third important plantation which is give birth to factory, that was jute. Okay, so first one is tea plantation, that is most important industry of eastern India, and the second one is coffee plantation. So that is that is the center of activities in South India, and the third one is jute. Okay, next we'll see machine based industries. So modern industries means first they gave preference to the plantation, next machinery industries. Okay, so in India modern industrial sector in an organized form started with the establishment of cotton textile industry. So that was started at the location Bombay in the year 1854. Okay, and next 1855 jute industry was started in the Hooghly Valley at a restaurant near Calcutta. Okay, and another paper mill. So our first paper mill was started in Paligunj near Calcutta in 1870. Okay, so the jute mills were owned by the British capitalists. Okay, next we'll see heavy industries. So heavy industries that includes iron and steel. So the steel was first manufactured by modern methods at Gulti in 1874. However, the credit for the development of large-scale manufacture of steel in India goes to Jamsetji Tata. The credit goes to Jamsetji Tata. Okay. The Tata Iron and Steel Company, DISCO. So DISCO means the Tata Iron and Steel Company. Okay, expansion. So was set up in 1907 at Jamshedpur. It started producing big iron in 1911 and steel ingots in 1912. Okay, next we'll see growth of modern industries. So the length of railways increased from 2573 kilometer in 1861 to 55,773 kilometer in 1914. So this is the mass increase, mass development. And also the opening of the Suez Canal also started the distance between Europe and India by about 4,830 kilometers. So opening of Suez Canal. So that is shortened distance between Europe and India. Next, Swadeshi movement. So as a result of Swadeshi movement, the cotton mills increased from 174 to 273 and jute mills from 36 to 64. Next we'll learn what is Confederation of Indian Industry. So CII, Confederation of Indian Industry. So confederation means association. Okay. So the Confederation of Indian Industry is a business association in India. CII is a non-government, not-for-profit, industry-led and industry managed organization. So this is only for the growth of India. It's not for the profit. Okay, this is non-government industry. So that is, what was that? That is Confederation of Indian Industry, CII. Okay. Next we'll see industrial growth in India. To realize the dream of development of industries, Indian government adopted certain industrial policies and 5-year plans. Okay. So one of the most important innovations in the industrial field after independence has been the introduction of the 5-year plans. So 5 years plans, before they planned what we are going to be as an industrial field. So what are the requirements needed and what we are going to do in that. So that 5 years plan they prepared as a policy resolution of industrial policy resolution of 1948. So this resolution delineated the role of the state in the industrial development both as an entrepreneur and as an authority. As per the Industrial Policy Resolution 1956, industries were classified into 3 categories. Schedule A, only the government can handle these industries. So, government can only authority to run the industries. Okay, some of these are atomic energy, electrical, iron and steel and others. Schedule B, these comprise road and sea transportation, machine tools, aluminium, chemicals including plastics and fertilizers, ferroalloys and certain types of mining. So these type of companies are comprised in Schedule B. Next, Schedule C. Under this category, the remaining industries and left to the private sectors. Next we will see basis of industrial development in India. So we'll see industrial development during 1950s to 1965. Next 1965 to 1980 and after 1980s till 1991. And industrial development post 1991 reforms. So these are the phases we are going to see now. First one is industrial development during 1950s to 1965. So during this phase, a majority of consumer goods were produced in India. So the industrial sector was underdeveloped with weak infrastructure. There's a starting period, right? There's a infrastructure was very weak. Okay. And industrial development in the first 3 same industrial development during period time. Okay. The first 3 5-year plans were very important because their aim was to build a strong industrial base in independent India. So after the independent want to become more independent in industrial. So not depend any European and British countries like that. As a result, this base witnessed a strong acceleration in the growth rate of production. Next, industrial development during 1965 to 1980. As the first 3 5-year plans mostly focused on the development of the capital goods sector, the consumer goods sector was neglected. So they focused first 3 years only for the 5-year plans, because the plan is very important, right? So they focused the plans. So they developed the capital goods sector. They never consider the consumer goods sector. So as the result, there was a fall in the growth because they never focused consumer goods sector, right? That is the backbone of rural economy. So that time the growth level is very low. So in that industrial production, okay. Next period is 1980s till 1991. The period of the 1980s can be considered as the period of the industrial recovery. This period witnessed quite a healthy industrial growth. So after the fall, after the decrease of the industrial growth, this and another next period is started healthy industrial growth. Okay. Next, industrial development post 1991 reforms. So before 1990s to 1991, the healthy growth started, right? The year 1991 ushered a new era of the economic liberalization. So 1991 started the new economic level. Okay. So India took major decision to improve the performance of the industrial sector. The 10th and 11th 5-year plans witnessed the high growth rate of industrial production, the abolition of industrial licensing, dismantling of price controls, deletion of reservation of small-scale industries, and virtual abolition of monopoly law enabled Indian industry to flourish. So the technique level is started. They started some of the licensing thing and the reservation thing. So everything is giving the good and healthy business. So that was reformed the industrial development. Our final topic is modernization. So India has now a large variety of industries producing goods of varied nature, which shows a high degree of modernization, which shows some modern industries have really grown and they are competing effectively with the outside world, right? So that's all about the today class, students. We completed Unit 6 Development of Industries in India. Thank you.